Hey guys, so it is 1 p.m. on Tuesday, March 10th. It was looking like a no trade day for me, and because of all of this consolidation when I first got on the charts. I got on the charts late. I missed this original breakout to the upside. If I can get to it. Alright, yeah, price hit this resistance and basically bought off. Then it's just been consolidating. I've been watching for a break. We finally got that break after a good 2 hours. Or 3 hours, really. So I created a zone because, you find the trend. It was a buy. Wait for a breaker structure. We got this candle to finally break this previous high and create our zone, which is the previous candle of the opposite color. Got our zone. Now we wait for the top of that zone. Now we do have some resistance here. We also have a support here, which is this trend line. So hopefully price comes back to the zone, gives us a tap to at least take it back to this resistance. We also have another resistance somewhere up here, right there. So if we are able to break through this resistance and turn it to support, hopefully we can take it up here. The day is almost over though. I'm not expecting much. So my 1-to-1 hopefully is in a quick 1-to-1. Nothing too long, nothing too crazy. So let's see if we can get something now that we finally got a break of structure. Let's see what we can get. It looks like we're gonna get this tap pretty soon. So I'm gonna get everything ready. So we'll be ready for our trade. The sellers have finally stepped in. They stepped in at that second resistance that we had, or the first resistance that we had up here. After the trend line break, I adjusted my trend line on the 4 hour, but originally it was like somewhere down here, or right here actually. I just moved it up. And then the sellers immediately stepped in. So we're finally going to get that breaker structure that we've been waiting for since, what time is this, 12? I finally broke this structure, so that's a minor breaker structure. And once we get this break, that's a major breaker structure. From this minor breaker structure, we do have a supply zone that we can mark up. Price may or may not come all the way back up here, but the way price is moving, I do want to check the 1 minute for zones. Had a zone right here that it didn't come back and touch yet. And if we're unable to get in at this point, this will just be a no trade day. Because we've been looking at this since, like what? I don't even know. I've been looking at this since like 10, yeah, when I missed it. 11, yeah. Okay, so price is slowly making its way back to the 5 minute zone. Once we get to the zone, I'm gonna get in conservative. So either candle close or momentum coming out of the zone. But we just need to get there. There is a 1 minute zone right here as well. So let's see which one it taps. Or respects, I should say. I'm gonna get my tool ready. And I think I'm just gonna aim for a 1-1. I think. Okay, I got in at the top at the touch of the 1 minute candle. Could it still potentially touch the 5 minute zone? Yes. So I kind of got in aggressive, actually. Not conservative. But I have to be okay with sitting through pullback. I don't even think the 5 minute candle closed yet. Nope, not yet. I'm not gonna lie. This one was an aggressive trade. It literally tapped the 1 and then dropped. How did I know to get in aggressive when I literally said I was getting in conservative? I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I knew I was willing to sit through the pullback. That's all I know. Could it still come back and touch the 5? Yes. All right. We just cooked up TP1. About to get out. Well, hold on. Because as soon as I was about to get out, it pulled back. So let me let it come down a bit. Not saying this will always happen, but we just broke out, so it should. Broke out of this little consolidation. All right. For the sake of time, I'm going to get out. All right, I am out. Let's see how much we made. I think it's at 250. 248. 248. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow. Like, we can go over, do a quick review. So, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. What ended up cooking up is this 1 minute zone right here, where price broke out of. I did have the 5 minute zone up. It didn't come back to touch while I was on the chart because I'm about to get off. It did tap the 1 minute and it closed outside. And as you can see, we was barely in drawdown. It did consolidate a little bit while we were in headed for TC, and that's the break I was really holding for. But it's okay. Yeah, so it consolidated a little bit, but we were still outside of that zone, and then it finally broke, and it really has room to go. This is the breaker structure no. This is the breaker structure where the major breaker structure that we were actually looking for. I took a minor breaker structure, which was here. This was the minor breaker structure. I waited for the correction back to the zone, and then I caught that. Now, potentially, could it go back up to this 5-minute zone? Yes. But again, I won't be on the chart to check that. We also do have a new zone since price broke out. This is the new zone. But like I said, price can do whatever it wants. I'm not going to sit here any longer. I will see you guys tomorrow.